I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about twin flame process. This reading is for the full supermoon, which is exact in the UK at 2:34 in the morning on August the 31st, which is Thursday, and it is in Pisces. Okay, so before I start, just to say if anybody wants to get a reading, you can get my details in the description box below where there's a link to the website. Okay, so let's have a look at this Pisces full supermoon, 2:34 in the morning. It says on August the 31st, so I suppose that's like Wednesday night, I guess, in the middle of the night, Wednesday. And yeah, it must be. Right, so that's it then. So that's everything done. There isn't anything else to do. August is the end of everything, they're telling me. And there is no more work to be done, no more process, no more uphill battles. They're saying everything is being let go of. There's going to be a huge let go coming in this Pisces moon, they're saying. They're just showing me like what it looks like simultaneously. A very large mountain, like I think it's Everest actually. It's got that snowy kind of topping that Everest has. And a really like smooth line leading up to the peak. So it's like, a smooth uphill from here. And they're also showing me ET, the bicycle, the ET symbol with the, which is also like taking off into the sky. And this is all symbolising a huge let go. It's coming with a Pisces, so it's a huge release in the Pisces full supermoon. So this moon, in terms of what the healing is about the healing of everything, basically. And they're showing me like a crystallization. It looks like a load of stalactites, stalagmites, whatever you call them, like a crystal chandelier, basically. Which is also like being worn as a crown. It also is symbolising Pleiadian energy, so it's very alien-like in terms of who's wearing the crown. So really otherworldly moon, otherworldly, really beyond the human understanding of healing. So, humans' understanding of healing is like, oh, this might heal, that might heal. Maybe a physical ache or a pain, or maybe like an emotional thing or a trigger or some kind of mental aspect. But this is beyond all of that. So it's like absolute and just an incredible healing, they're saying, like a real like freedom, a let go. And they're showing me a unicycle. They're showing it's just gone from a clown to a Christmas tree on a unicycle. So it's like feats of they're saying inevitable but extraordinary feats and kind of outlandish feats and really like incredible feats and things that are impossible that can happen happening on this moon because of the great force of the healing energy and the let go and the clarity and the clarity that's coming straight after it. So it's basically, and it's huge ending. The healing is like the end of everything, and something coming out of that is really extraordinary and really unusual and really like almost crazy and unbelievable and like the unicycle, like a clown riding a unicycle that turns into a Christmas tree is something that is amazing and something that is beyond your wildest dreams happening on this full moon due to the healing energy of this full moon. All right, so, and then we've got the Page of Wands falling out of the deck, which is guided by spirit. So this is, as everything is, it's always guided, but this is an inevitability, they're saying, of everything that you've gone through. So guided by spirit is process, and this is the end of that process basically, and something coming from that. I'm just going to shuffle this a couple more times, get them into alignment with what we're looking at, which is the Pisces full supermoon, and see what else it is that they want us to know. There's also, they're saying, like a really orderly essence about this moon. So it's healing, but it's not erratic. It's not mental energy. It's a very organised kind of energy where things are going to come about that are meant to happen. Again, it's like divine timing and divine process and what's meant to be, judgment, destiny, that kind of thing. And this organised energy they're talking about, it's like there isn't anywhere else that can, there's nothing else that can happen apart from this thing that's going to happen. Of course, when I'm talking like this, the thing is like physical reunion. So it's people coming out of the blue and contacting people who haven't seen each other for a long time, heard from each other for a long time, and that kind of thing. So that's, but I just don't say that because I like to leave it open, obviously. But I know everybody who watches this is like, is it about this? And that's what it's about. So that is, they're saying again, a feat of engineering. So your process, the culmination of your process, which is a feat of kind of engineering, energy, engineering, is coming to, they're saying abundance, coming to conclusion, fruition. And they're saying output. So it means manifestation, and it means coming into magnificence. They're saying coming into being. So let's have a look. 10 of Cups, happiness, completion, culmination, they're saying. Judgment, destiny, the call, being called into service, basically. Also really representative of twin flames coming together, i.e. the call that you might get. I just want to show you something because I had this. I just went out for a dog walk before this reading, and when I got back, I don't take my phone because it's not waterproof, so I leave it at home. And I don't know what this number is. I don't know, it's just a number, right? But I had a missed call at, can you see that there? Let's just get, time is 11:11 over here, whilst I was out. So, you know, what's the chances of that, right? I don't know what the number is. I don't know that number. Somewhere in London, I've got no idea what that is. But anyway, 11:11. So the call, right? Judgment is what it's about. It's about destiny and that call that you're going to get. And also someone called to make the call by their higher selves, by their guided self, by their vibrational self. So it's all calls, right? It's 11:11. It's the same. It's duality. They're called to call, and you get the call, right? The world, completion. So this is it. This is the end of everything. There's no going anywhere from here in terms of what's meant to be. So I can only imagine from my human self, which doesn't know anything, that there's going to be a hell of a lot of reunions happening at this August the 31st on this supermoon. Let's have a look here. 6 of Swords, the let go, they're saying. So it's like a huge let go. This is it. It's like just the final let go of the masculine, which is making a call. Just doing it. That's it. There isn't anything else, right? They're not saying anything like in a long, like elaborate way. It's just this. That's it. It's done. And in the heart of the reading, the heart of the matter, dark to light, temperance. So it's coming into the light. So for the final act of coming into the light is a call being made. It's like it's what comes from the process. It's the arrival back in your highest state, in source energy, in a feeling of like everything will be all right if I just do what I feel like doing. And there's nothing bad going to come from if I just do what I feel like I should be doing. And there's no like strain, there's no stress, there's no angst, there's no worry. There's just a simple, I've just got to do it because it feels like the right thing to do. And just that, right? Not even like going on about it, just to doing it. Just like, like a huge out breath, like a huge release, like just, this is it. Okay. And then we've got the moon coming out there. So it's a huge let go at the moon of arrival into the light, which is basically the masculine making their way forward again back into the life of the feminine through an act of God, basically, an act of divinity, which is some kind of communication, whether that is an actual call, can be any kind of contact. They could knock on your door. Maybe they only live down the road. Who knows? Maybe you're going to find them sitting next to you on a bus somewhere or a train because they decided to get the train at the same time you're getting the train. There's all kinds of ways these things can happen. King of Wands, masculine energy, conclusion, coming into the light, mastery as well with the King of Swords and masculine mastery of vibration is the conclusion for the masculine. And we're going to go here. Form, Page of Pentacles, which is form taking shape. They just said letter. Some people are going to get letters. It's just, maybe you get a few days afterwards. Maybe the letter's written on that moon. So again, the contact being made. They're manifesting into the physical with Page of Pentacles. And here we have got Eight of Wands, which is connection through vibration. So that's twin flames, basically, because they're connected as one, vibrationally, as one. An infinite play out of vibrational activity, right, until the job is done. The job that's in hand is the arrival into the light, the masculine, the dark, coming into the light, operating as the feminine at this one point, and just letting go and moving forward into the physical and returning. So they come into the feminine at this moon. They let go. It's a watery letting go. Let go is always emotions, right? And they're going to let go in this emotional Pisces moon, and they're going to move forward on this moon through the feminine energy. It's the completion of the masculine's process. It's the conclusion emotionally, Ten of Cups emotionally, through the connection of vibrationality, Eight of Wands, the infinite connection that they are. It's the destiny of what happens, what comes into the physical, what manifests in the number one, which is a Page of Pentacles, which is a call, a voicemail, a message, a letter, however it's going to happen for you, which is the arrival into the light, finally, the final tip into the light, guided through vibrational selves. And underneath, we've got Seven of Swords, which is fear. So we've got dark to light as the heart of the matter, the arrival into the light. So lessons in fear, underneath, underlying fear, coming out of that into the light. Let's go one more on, and that's everything they've been through, they're saying. Leaving the fear behind, moving into the light, letting go of the fear underlying everything. So it doesn't really matter anymore what the fear was, or how it felt, or what it was based around. Probably based around a lot of different things in every twin pairing, but none of that matters anymore because the culmination of it is here. So it's just a moving out of the fear and arriving into the light, which is communication physically, and a letting go of the fear. So it will be erased, they're saying. So this communication that's going to happen is going to erase everything of the past. So that's the healing, right, that they're talking about, because true healing, this incredible healing that's coming with this supermoon, is like an erase of everything that ever was, that you ever felt on a human level that was about this connection. So whatever you felt this person might have said to you in the past or done to you in the past, or how they might have acted, how you might have acted, any feelings around yourself, all of this, all erased. That's the healing, because there isn't anything anymore, right? That's the release of everything that was fear, that was worry, that was stress, that was angst, and the healing is just nothing left of it, and not even being able to think about it anymore or look about it anymore. They're saying that there's a really calm energy with this comeback, and the calm energy is just like taking it on face value, and there's like no rise, so there's no trigger coming with this contact. It is just taking it at face value. So if it's a hello, you're going to hello back. There's no like getting triggered by the communication coming from your twin coming back. It's just going to be like, you're going to manage it, manageability, they're saying. So it's like they're saying commonplace, like you're not going to go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, they've contacted me. You're just going to be like, okay. And the communication is going to keep coming, and you're going to just get on with it in a very kind of matter of fact way, because the communication has to keep going. So it's not, and what tips you out of balance with your twin flame is all the drama of it, and one of you triggering the other one, and that's why you separate in the first place. And then when you come back together after all the work is done of the process, the commitment, they're saying, which is judgment of you coming, because the commitment is an energetic one, right? The 8 of Wands down here. The commitment is to keep it together like a clamshell that's shut, they're saying, so it doesn't open again and you don't split apart. So there's no drama in the communication. There's no like looking for loopholes. There's no like looking for hidden meanings. There's no like trying to read between the lines. It's going to move very slowly. It's going to be very face value, so that nobody goes out of vibrational accuracy. So that it just keeps moving forward in the state of oneness, basically, where you're both on the same page. And this is really representative of the page. Oh, it's the page of what? Page of Pentacles down here, right? Same page. So, right, let's go one more out. Fruition, 7 of Pentacles, everything happening by the autumn. This is the autumn, the harvest time. So, building up momentum as well, communication coming through to the autumn. Lots of changes coming by the autumn. Lots of movement. They're saying fruit falling from the trees. That's movement, like going out and about, making plans, getting on with things, but not yet. Let's go underneath on the fear. Creation, and again it's like that penny dropping in the 3 of Pentacles. It's coming into manifestation, dropping in to manifestation. It's like the apple dropping from the tree, in fact, which is the 7 of Pentacles. It's fruition. And let's go on the 10 of Cups. That I just want to say the fear underneath. I mean, there's a lot that can be said about that, but I'm not going to be saying it in this video because I said everything before about fear, and it's in all the past videos that I've put out like this. So if you want to understand more about fear, if you've not watched many of these, then go back, watch some of the earlier ones, because they really talk about fear a lot and explain the process and the elimination of the fear. There's just like, because we're at the end of this, there's no reason to go on about it, I don't feel. And I don't want to. I don't feel like talking about fear. I feel like I've let the fear go enough to not talk about it. So maybe at that place as well where I'm at. 10 of Cups. And again, we've got arrival into the light, 5 of Swords, which is the end of the battle and arrival in the light. And then down here, 8 of Wands and rebirth, which is another 3, which is the expression. They're just saying the expression in physicality, which is the expression in physicality of a twin flame energetic connection. The expression in the physicality is the 2 of you coming together, basically. And what's that all building up to is an eye gaze, they just said. So that eye gaze is really important. So it feels like you're going to be held off from physically coming together till you're ready to look into each other's eyes, because that's the most triggering thing that can happen with twins, because it sends you all, well, they're saying over the moon. It sends you over the moon. It sends you crazy. Maybe because you the desire is so strong when you look into each other's eyes, and that you lose yourself. So they're just saying with that. So the physical manifestation is coming. The world and the vibration of the feminine. So the completion created through the vibration of the feminine, which is mastery of the masculine. Again, it's a connected vibration, masculine and feminine. And Ace of Swords, communication coming from the masculine. So that's what's coming from the completion of the energetic Queen and King of Wands partnership, they said. Energetic partnership. And all of the ins and outs that you have been through in your infinite journey. And then they're showing a number 8 of that going back and forward, up and down, into higher self, back down into lower self. And all that ins and outs and dropping down and back up and again and everything. And it's all coming to conclusion. Judgment, 6 of Wands, success in vibration, it's vibrational accuracy. Like they're saying, the job is done. There's nothing else, there's nothing to do. There isn't anything. There's silence apart from them saying that. There's nothing else. They're not saying anything else. They're like, that's it. It's done. Nothing else to explain, nothing else to point out, nothing else to for you to get your head around, wrap your head around. It's just Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So coming through the energy is the manifestation into the physical. Anything else? How's it going to feel exactly? The feeling is going to be a feeling that it's dead as a dodo, that you're over and done with it, but not in that feeling of wanting to bash it against the wall because you're so sick of it. Like put your twin flame connection in an old sock and smash it against the wall. None of that kind of angst. Feminine is just going to feel like it's just dead as a dodo, like it's over and done with, but also not in a way that you're sad about it being over and done with. No regrets, there's no false hope, they're saying. So you're just going to you spend a long part of this journey wishing that it would happen, right? That you'd have your physical reunion, and feeling like I'll feel all right when I've had my physical reunion because I just need to get it out of the way. But that feeling is gone. So it's just a feeling of actually there's just nothing left. I just have to say there's nothing left. There's no elaboration or expansion, either physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally, on what you've been going through and what could possibly come along. There is just a huge let go. Of course, the let go is the arrival in a present moment. And it's like, if you like to look at the arrival in the present moment, in this case of Pisces, as grabbing hold of a stone, quite a big stone, maybe not the grabbing hold of it bit, but a stone falling into still water. And when it falls and the ripples that it makes, the expansion of the ripples going outwards, right? So as you arrive in the present moment of stillness, as there's nothing left to do, that moment expands outwards, and that expands into so much. That is what it's been all about in the first place, because that's the healing, that expansion, and that brings a result. It's that stillness in the present moment where there's no feeling anymore, no thought anymore, no worry anymore, no stress anymore, no caring anymore, that it just happens. Because that in the feminine is that in the masculine. So your feeling of that is their let go completely, is them not feeling anything about doing it. They can't feel anything about doing it to do it. Right, so all your feelings have gone. That's the let go. right? It's like, I don't care anymore. But you don't even say that. There's nothing there. Because you're not even looking at it anymore. You're probably not looking at this anymore. Or maybe you just, I don't know, whatever. Okay. Strength. Taught myself out of doing a reading. Strength. Again, the 8, the infinite connection, masculine and feminine, the strength, and that's the healing. This card is about healing. Healing coming. The ultimate healing. The let go. And the moon. And 6 of Pentacles, which is connection in the physical, someone reaching out, making a contact with someone else. And that is that. One more card on the Page of Wands. Ending in the feminine of everything that you've been through. Your complete and utter ending. And it's like they're saying it's the fat lady singing. So you know they say it's not over till the fat lady sings. So, and you know he also sings it's not over till it's over. Lenny Kravitz. They just sung that. It ain't over till it's over, but the thing is, it's over. So it's over. So that's the stone dropping into the water when it's over, and then it comes along. So it's all of those things, right? It ain't over till it's over. Because it's over and then it's got to be over. Because that's when they come back. So it's exactly that. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Lots of love. Take care. See you later.